I will say it looked good. Like when I was watching my wife play it, this is not like and I guess it's antiquated at this point. When I think of like a mobile gacha game that makes $200 million a month or something, I don't think of a game that looks as good as Honkai Star Rail. I think of a game that's like John Cena emblem. Yeah! And then it's like a little like John Cena like little pixel character like walks out looking all shitty. Gung, 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 gung. That's what I think of. So it does seem like Honkai Star Rail is like a real game. So I give it respect for that. It's not just like, you know, the pack opening part of Magic the Gathering, but none of the gameplay. It does look too complicated for my liking, though. Occam's razor dictates some people must love complicated mechanics in games because they keep making them. I'm just saying that if any of you fuckers were around in 1500 when they made chess, it would be like, you know, oh, we got a perfect game. What should we do with it? Oh, I got an idea. What about same type attack bonus? Knights do more damage when they're attacking bishops. Bishops do. We're giving all of the pieces hit points now, and then you can get equipment. You can get relics from chess that you can place onto your pawns that have them. They can actually move 2 spaces diagonally now, but only if they're against someone who doesn't have the Heart of Tarask equipped. And it's too much, man. For me, it's too much. I thought that would be a load-bearing table. Yummy. Ah, the staircase. Call me true crime documentaries the way I almost missed the staircase. +2? I don't know if you should +2 that, but it is probably the best true crime documentary I've ever seen. What are you doing? Oh my god, get him! No! I had him on the ropes. I saw that Netflix came out with a new season of the Murdoch Murders. What is this? That's Murdoch Mysteries. What is it called? You know the one I'm talking about where there was the boat accident in the swamp. It's not called Murdoch Mysteries. You know what I'm talking about. It's Murdaugh. The Murdaugh Murders. Netflix, when a true crime documentary about murder gets so popular that they have to make a season 2. Ooh. Whatever. This is not the way to go. Gulp. You ever seen... Sorry, people they're not ready for this joke, but that's okay. Some true crime Andes are a little... I mean, they're invested in this stuff. Let's put it that way. I'll talk to you in just a second. Season 1 of Making a Murderer captured a nation, okay? Everybody said, did he do it? Didn't he do it? I don't know, but one thing I do know is that everybody involved in the justice system in Manitowoc County, Wisconsin should be fired. It came out season 2. Lawyers out here like trying to get lip prints off the back of the dude's bumper. I was like, oh, he did that shit. Season 1, it was like there might be like it seems like maybe he is a frame job. Season 2, the lawyer was like, Your Honor, he had diarrhea during the time the murders were taking place, so he couldn't have possibly committed the murder. I'm like, oh, fuck. He fucking did that shit, man. You would not be using these defenses for an innocent man. I'm not on the jury. I can say whatever I please, okay?
I'm surprised to see who's, well, alive. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Cecile, and I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left. Everyone's dead. From the petrification disease, or from the monsters. I didn't die. But my heart breaks more each day. Can you do me a kindness? Bring me
she got the damn mitten on.
Mark from the Archbishop's quarters. The Archbishop was a true saint. He was my savior. If I write his words into my heart, maybe it'll give me the strength to carry on.
I've never been summoned for jury duty.
I can't die. But perhaps
something is definitely wrong with my brain, because I think I would love to...
Bring me the whole
I think I would treat it very seriously. Like, I don't want to get summoned for jury duty, but I think if I were summoned, I would treat it so solemnly. Like, I would follow that shit to the letter of the damn law. But I think as soon as I told them my job, they would be like, there's no shot. Like, what? Okay, Mr. Letourneau, what do you do for work? I absent-mindedly rant for like 5 hours a day live about whatever's currently going on in my life. Like, oh, could you avoid discussing any pertinent deals of the case with 7,000 strangers online? I would be like, I could try. No promises. A jury's kind of messed up though, right? I mean, like, I understand the desire to get judged by a tribunal of your peers. But, like, normal people don't know anything about the law. Have you ever heard someone, like, get accused of a crime and then everyone at the coffee shop is like, they're innocent? No, people are bloodthirsty, man. As soon as someone gets accused of a crime, the average person is like, they fucking did that shit. Lock them up and throw away the key. Sometimes they're right, but like at the same time, you know, you're supposed to have a... let's not go down there. This is not related to Russell Brand, I promise. I'm just saying, like, if my ass was on trial, I'd be like, give me the judge. That guy's got a boss that he's beholden to, that he has to follow the letter of the law, and, like, I might be fucked, but at least, like, he knows what he's doing. If I get in front of a jury, I don't know, they might just be like, I implicitly dislike him because he has no hair. And then the judge will be like, does anybody on the jury have a problem with the defendant? And they'll be like, no. No, thank you. Anyway, hopefully it never comes to that. It is wild that judges are elected in America. Like, that's crazy. Because then it's like the jury's picking the damn judge, which is just... It doesn't solve the problem, in my opinion. Yeah, I know. Maybe not in all jurisdictions, but definitely in parts of the U.S., you elect judges, which is... seems crazy. Like, I feel like sometimes you might want, like, an unpopular judge. Because, again, part of my bias, or at least my inclination, is to assume that the average person believes that being charged with a crime essentially means there's, like, a 99% chance you did that shit. I don't know the actual stats. That may or may not be true. But Aren't judges with like high conviction rates the most popular and thus the most likely to be elected? Like, I don't think maybe it's just my bias. I feel like it'd be tough to be elected as a judge if you're like, I'm going to be very understanding of the accused and I'm going to be soft on crime. And my promise to the people of Manitowoc County is if elected, I'm going to be soft on crime. Anyway, I don't know. Why would you phrase it that way instead of saying I'll be fair? I don't know. This is funnier. By the way, has Chibley returned from his flight yet? I need to hear how he did with the drink 2 to 3 beers and take a lot of snacks on the flight tech. Because I'm telling you, it worked for me, man. Is he nervous flying? No, I think he's just going to be bored because it's like almost a full day of travel. It puts you out. No, it makes my brain be happy because I'm eating and drinking. And what's crazy is people will be like, that's a lot of calories. So like you don't eat like a family-sized bag of Sun Chips every 2 nights just like sitting in front of your computer. But like on an airplane, it's like the calories count for double or something. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Stop attacking me! People be like, no, I always start a new diet and nutrition plan as soon as I get on the airplane. I'll eat the 175 calorie dinner that they serve to me and nothing else. I'll starve and be bored the rest of the time. It's Ghibli! I ate an entire bag of hot fries for like 20 minutes next to an elderly lady, stained my fingers the entire trip. Okay, but how did you feel while you were eating the hot fries? Also, you clearly did not understand the assignment. So I did not say buy a bag of hot fries. I said buy like 8 bags of chips. One snack is not what I said. I did not say have a little drink and 1 snack on your 17-hour flight, okay? I wanted you to have almost like a feed bag set up. Thank you. One time that Ghibli did not understand the assignment. You screwed me. You screwed me on this one. Next time you fly, follow the rules of the damn road, okay? Are you trying to Hansel and Gretel him? No. What's the problem with flying for 23 hours? Your ass is going to be bored. You're going to experience malaise. How do you solve that? Do something that lights up the reward center of your brain. The only societally acceptable thing to do that would light up the reward center of your brain for that long, assuming you don't have a private cabin, is snacking. Run. No! I'm telling you, I'm recommending it. One day, someone in chat, apparently it's not going to be one of my friends because you can't trust them, One day, someone in chat is going to follow the advice, and they're going to be like, it's true. I brought 3 different kinds of large snacks on my 11-hour flight, and it flew by. I watched 4 movies while gorging myself, and it was like it took an hour.
Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave.
Looking?
Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind here. Sure I don't need to introduce myself? Note these golden wings? Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am. Preposterous! Everyone in Krat has heard of me. Do you live under a rock? I'm Alidoro the
Doctor Who be like,
treasure hunter extraordinaire. Yes, it's a nickname. I ditched my real name in the past. I'm looking for other survivors of this disaster, but it's
Captain Jack Sparrow be like,
there's danger around every corner. Do you know of a place where I can take refuge?
Hotel Crad! You can go to Hotel Crad!
You know, civilized. Hotel Krat. Of course. A haven for all. And it's still safe and sound, you say? I have a lot of searching ahead of me, so why don't I lighten my load? Consider this an act of charity. A thank you gift. Take it. Since you're so helpful,
Thank you. Purchase. Rare Ergo. He collects rare Ergo. 7 coiled spring sword. That looks pretty cool. A dagger. With A. It's scales and technique with A. Dude, I gotta buy this. Extreme modification. Enables dodging even with low stamina. Perfect guard increases damage done with your weapon. I'm buying Farnsworth's cane first. I mean, that's a given. Holy dude. The Kingsman. Oh! So worth. What skills does it have? Fucking staying dry when it's misty outside? Bumping into other people that are looking at their phone when you're walking around because they don't get the memo that the shorter person has to lower their umbrella and the taller person has to raise their umbrella when you cross paths? I leave for a week, dude's playing Pinocchio. Chip, I just want you to know the exact same thing happened to me. And I thought it was insane too. I think Kate and I went on that cruise, and when I came back, everyone was like, oh, the Lies of P demo is so good. And I was like, really? Pinocchio Bloodborne. But then, with God as my witness, it's actually like really good. Defying all laws of expectation. And the name is Lies of P. Yes, I know. It's it doesn't make sense. None of it really makes sense. And I say that knowing I have skipped the dialogue throughout the entire game, but seems kind of cracked. Has he gotten to the P organs yet? Oh, I've gotten to the P organs. You don't sweat it, man. I know all about the P organs. You know what I don't know, though, is where the hell do I go? I think you're right. Let's get rid of this donkey mask, man. I'm over it. That's like way worse. I'll run Chalamet mode. I give 0 Fs. Now they want me to give 99. Make it make sense. I'm gonna be honest, Chibli, I saw some of your airport tweets and I was like, oh no, he's washed. Guy goes on one trip to Mexico and loses his sense of humor completely, but then you brought me back with that one. I'm gonna say you're not washed. I'm gonna say it's the Renaissance, the Chibli Renaissance. In particular, the tweet that said, there's a pervert at the airport. I just heard the pervert at the airport. And then you replied to your own tweet and said, I just killed him accidentally. LOL. That's one where I was like, what is he talking about? He was bragging about his sex tourism? Okay, well, listen, Gen Z. You have to decide whether you want to be funny or morally superior, okay? You have to, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Oh, this way. Like, did you see the tweet about, it was like, OMG, I just overheard 2 women at a coffee shop talking. And one of them said, I don't drink coffee. And then the other one said, oh, wow, you're so cool and edgy for not drinking coffee. And then the other one muttered under her breath, it's because I have an autoimmune disorder and I can't handle caffeine. The way you could hear a pin drop in the whole coffee shop. And you're just like, my personal guess is that that didn't happen. Just my 2 cents. I'm not a nothing happened kind of guy, but I don't think that happened. Even though I could believe that it could happen. But then, also, the fucked up part is that they're friends probably because they're at the coffee shop together. And your ass just kibitzed on their banter. And now all of a sudden, everybody reading this, admittedly they're anonymous, but everybody reading this thinks like, wow, that one friend is like such an asshole. But you haven't been privy to the context of their relationship. And also, what they haven't mentioned here is that it's possible the friend who said that she doesn't drink caffeine most of the time is really annoying and edgy. Maybe she's constantly like, oh, I don't eat croissants because they're made with leaven flour. So, you know, they took a stab at it once. They said, you're not like other girls. You're so different. Then all of a sudden, oh, they don't have caffeine hydrogenase or something. That doesn't make them a bad person. But it doesn't matter because the story didn't happen to begin with, okay? It had 102,000 likes. Society's cooked, bro. Friendly? When you pass the vibe check. Good evening, ass boss. So true. This boss definitely looks like the kind of person who, when you shook their hand, would say, well met. Spider. Good risings, Pharaoh. Good risings to you as well. This boss definitely looks like the kind of guy who would tell you after you shook hands that the reason they shook hands in ancient days is because people typically held a concealed blade in their left hand. So by shaking hands, you know what I'm talking about. We don't need to follow it the whole way down. Well, you got me. Somebody watches Love on the Spectrum. I do. I have seen Love on the Spectrum. I don't remember that from Love on the Spectrum, though. But I'll tell you, now that you mention it's from Love on the Spectrum, I know damn well that's something Michael said, isn't it? Where's my hug-ass boss? That's damn true. That is damn true. Good start. Oh! I blocked it! It's pretty strong. Have you tried dual Zims? Is that a... Is dual Zims some kind of new drug, Chibli? Is that like an elf bar? Not my ass going to Tim Hortons and saying, I'll take a double-double and an elf bar. Leave him with the damn chemical dependency. That's like way too few +2s for what I thought it was going to be. I thought that one was kind of clever. Oh well. When you're wrong, you're wrong. He's really kicking my ass, huh? Who is this in Pinocchio? This is Jiminy Cricket, I think. Before he wished upon a star. I thought I was doing bad against this boss, but you're making me feel good about my gameplay. Oh, well, are you fighting God with an umbrella? Just a simple question. Are you using some kind of sword? My ass got the damn galoshes on. Those were big parries. Until I got killed immediately after, that was big. He's scared! That's an ult opportunity. Oh, that's not that much damage, but it's gonna be tough to dodge. Help. Parrying doesn't look as intuitive as Sekiro. Well, you have to remember here, I'm fighting a creature that I've never seen before on the planet Earth, you know? Like, this is, it's hard to have any intuition about this guy, because, just being honest, I don't know what the hell he is. We are probably not finishing this in 16 minutes, if I had to guess. I didn't read the whole comment, but I saw this is my Scrum Master when I tell him, and I'll give you a +2 for that instinctively. I'm just going to assume is this is my Scrum Master when I tell him I didn't update the Trello board with today's deliverables. Wait, you put an orange tag on a non-urgent task? Come on. The umbrella ult, is it opens? Scrum is BS. I learned a decent amount of Scrum when I was in coder school. It better not be BS, man. Because that's like one of those things, if I find out it's BS, like bringing your own bags to the grocery store or recycling, I'm going to be pissed. Because I had to take time off from learning coding to learn some shit that I don't even care about, like how to go to a meeting every 15 minutes about what you're going to be working on that day. He's crazy. How about one of these? I'm insane. I'm dead. Insanely dead. You need it for large projects? Well, listen, don't insult me. I made some large projects. I don't want to brag. I made a Roman numeral converter, where if you put in a Roman numeral in alphabetical characters, it'll spit out what the Arabic numeral is that it represents. I only did up to 10,000 though, because writing 10,000 different switch statements took up a lot of time. Good start. Easily the worst performance I've ever had. Oh, man. Humor, resident sleeper. Programmer humor. By the way, I know, so did DALL-E 3 come out? Is that the new AI revolution? I did see a viral post that was like, here's what DALL-E is capable of. I told DALL-E 3 to make me like comics, like newspaper style comics with these props. It got me laughing so hard because one of the ones that was taken as like an example of the power of AI was like this is a programmer on vacation, and it was just the dude was on the beach, and then he made a sandcastle computer, and this was like, check out how insane the tech is. And in a way, I will say, this guy's cooked, man. I will say, it is impressive. I can acknowledge how impressive it is. That AI can make a bad newspaper comic. Like, some people were like, this is funny. And I think that's insane, but humor's different for everybody. But I thought it was, on a technical level, it's very impressive that it could make a very shitty newspaper comic. And then on a human being level, I was like, who cares? I'm really trying hard to have, and I have to remind myself, as fucked up as it is, I have some responsibility with what I say because of the fact that for like 1,000 people on Earth, I'm the most famous person. Not that many people know me, but there's like a small auditorium full of people worldwide for whom anything I say is gospel, which is crazy. So I'm trying to have what I would describe as a balanced opinion on AI. I don't want you to be parroting my ignorant statements about AI out there and then getting shellacked in the marketplace of ideas. There's two things that bother me about AI, three things. One is the promises of how much it's going to change our lives before it's changed our lives, and thus the insinuation that if you don't see where things are going, you must be stupid. Like, we don't have to show you how good it'll be. You should just use your imagination. That annoys me. Secondly, a seeming obsession with using AI to supersede human-created art. And this is just for me. I don't want to see a cool picture made by a robot. Because I don't think you could just look at like a painting or a poem or something like that and be like, wow, that's so much better than a poem that I could write or a picture I could make. What part of what gives art meaning is the fact that another human being like me created it. If a robot is just mimicking that and doing its best job, there's nothing, the poem doesn't exist except to be created, which is interesting in its own right, but it doesn't stir the human spirit. The third one is that the people that I see that are most evangelical about AI seem to be running in the same circles as the people who were extremely evangelical 3 years ago about crypto completely changing the world, which has not happened yet. And as a result, I suss you a little bit because we've been down this road before. Now, AI seems like it could be the real deal, but again, we're circling back to point number one. I need you to show me first this time, okay? My ass is not going to be like, oh, my CIBC checking account is going to be running on the Ethereum blockchain in 2024. You got to show me, man. I know I've said this exact same thing before. But I feel like I'm becoming Brad Pitt in The Big Short. Like, I'm so close to putting my house inside a Faraday cage. I understand the irony as somebody who makes his living on Twitch. But I'm at the point now, when we were at Science World, I was losing my mind because I took my kid to use the potty, and the whole bathroom they've gotten rid of all mechanical pumps in the bathroom, okay? The faucet is motion sensor, the soap dispenser's motion sensor. It's got the Dyson one where you just put your hands in like you're about to touch a plutonium rod. And then I do appreciate this, it also had a hand-wavy paper towel dispenser because those Dyson fuckers don't work. So me trying to wash my hands, I go to the sink. You got to go like this 20 times so the sink actually figures out that your hands are there. Then you start washing it, and it only gives you 1 second of water. You're supposed to wash your hands for 20 seconds, but it only gives you 1 second of water. So every 3 seconds, you're going like this again. Then I'm going to the soap dispenser, and I'm getting soap in my left hand, and I'm putting it on my hands. Then while I'm washing my hands, the motion sensor soap is too sensitive, so it's dripping soap onto my damn sleeve. Now I got my sleeve up to the motion sensor faucet going, trying to figure out how to get, and every time I do it, I'm getting soap on my elbow. We've gone too far. I know I seem like I'm passionate about one thing, and it's like public bathroom design. We need to go back to like the 1990s public bathroom setup. A mechanical pump on the soap dispenser, a standard faucet. It doesn't have to be 2 knobs. It could be a lever or something like that. The pump on the paper towel where you go ka-chunk and an appropriate amount of paper towel comes out. We don't need the electricity for this. We don't need the batteries. We don't need the sensors. We don't need the Wi-Fi chips, okay? We just need a button you can press. We need to go back. And we need urinals with dividers between them, if not the bathroom entirely becoming a stall. We at least need the divider. Please, we deserve nice things. People are working hard out here. Not me, but people. Thought I had you on that one. You got me. I was flicking through channels, found you, and I gotta admit I've been nodding enthusiastically at every take. Oh, I've got my finger on the pulse of the everyman. Why did I say that with an Amish paradise cadence? Saying prayers for the afterlife. So I'm like, listen, I'm not an AI doubter. I'm just you gotta show me first. I'm not gonna give you the keys to the kingdom until I at least see that you got a keychain, you know? Check it out though, it made one picture where like the roofs make a spiral. Yeah, and that one looked pretty good. But then like the rest of them they made in that style look like utter dog shit. Just, I mean, a broken watch is right twice a day is all I'm trying to say. That, I'll admit, that image goes pretty hard. First time I saw it, I was like, this is kind of cool. Then the rest of them, I was like, these fucking stick to, just frame that one up. A hearty huzzah to you. Shut it. But also, people aren't ready for this take either. I also feel the same way about like AI evangelicals that I feel about people who say you're naive if you don't think there's other intelligent life in the galaxy. Listen, or sorry, in the universe. I'm not anti-science and I'm not anti-alien. I'm the only motherfucker who still thinks that those Mexican aliens are real, okay? I'm willing to die on that hill. I just get annoyed when people say like that you would be stupid to think that there aren't aliens. I'm not saying there are and there aren't aliens. All I'm saying is you could believe that there are, you could believe that there aren't. Neither take makes you stupid because we don't have any evidence either way. I get that the universe is big as hell. It's like it's bigger than the biggest thing I could possibly imagine. But we haven't seen evidence of aliens yet. You don't have to be naive to not believe there's aliens out there. The evidence is us. Come on, Ridley Scott. Come on. It's narcissism if you think it's just us? No, it's not, because I'm not saying it is just us. But I mean, I gotta see the aliens to know that the aliens exist. Or at least see like evidence of them. See like an alien TV show or something. And I'm not a narcissist, I'm just a guy. This is why is it always an ad hominem attack? If you don't believe that there's aliens out there, even though we haven't seen evidence of them, you've got to be either stupid or have like a DSM-5 personality disorder diagnosis or something like that. That ain't how science works. You ever hear a scientist talk? People who I freaking love science talk like that. Actual scientists are like, well, according to the p-values of the beta radiation given off by the differential, the delta between the expected value and the actual value is insinuating the effect. And then it's the reporters who are like, aliens fucking exist, bro. Hey, stop it. You got me, kid. I got one more in me. I'm just saying, if someone said, do you believe that aliens exist in the universe? I would say, I don't know. Because I don't know, because nobody knows. But if you ever say, I don't know, people are like, don't you know how big the universe is? It's crazy to believe, yeah, it's a 1 in a billion chance for, like, intelligent life to exist on any planet, but there's like 1 trillion planets, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't know, man. Sometimes you flip a coin 8 times and it comes out fucking tails every time. It happens. When we see the aliens, I'll be like, whoa, aliens. I'd have to be a narcissist to believe that those aliens aren't real. And clearly I want to believe, because I believe in the Mexican alien. Oh! We're so back. I'm just gonna say it, by the way. I saw people saying this guy's really hard. Phase 1 of this guy, I'll just tell you right now, is very beatable. I can't speak for phase 2. We haven't been there yet. Oh no, is he a phase 2 after his health bar dies kind of lad? Nope. Command grab? You command grabbing son of a bitch. How was it? Was it built for speed or for pleasure? This is Vince Vaughn plays Liza P. What's this? No, I was ulting. I was in the pool. Oh, dude, he's so beatable. He's so beatable. We run it back. The heck am I gonna do for lunch? Is it weird that I find Vince Vaughn kind of hot? I don't think so. You know, he's charismatic. He's tall. I mean, it's not my flavor. It's not my area of expertise, but I can see it. I mean, I'll just be honest with you. If you go outside, and I'm speaking from a man who's looking in the mirror as well, Vince Vaughn and probably almost any actor in Hollywood clears like 95% plus of people that have the same like meta stats as him. So I don't think it's weird at all. Oh, I did it. Ult? No ult, no ult. That's okay. Who's the hottest male celebrity in your opinion? Definitely something in my area of expertise. I mean, I honestly, I know this sounds like something that you would say if you didn't want to own up to the fact that the dudes who own MF Bar are gay. You have to go earlier into the stream. It's a callback. I don't feel like I can give you a good answer because I'm not attracted to men. Like, I can tell when a man is handsome. But like now, if you were to ask me like who's the hottest guy in Hollywood, I honestly don't know. If I were to say what's my kind of lad, I couldn't tell you. But what if I said something in the vein of a Stanley Tucci or a Jeffrey Wright? That's my answer. Take it or leave it. I'm not just saying Stanley Tucci because he's bald, though the baldness serves him very well. Jeffrey Wright, for real? He's got a look to him. He's bald too? So what? If you pick two celebrities with hair, I'm not going to be like, oh, not even a single baldy amongst them. You pick two bald guys, everybody's like, oh, he's got a fetish. A little follicularly normative of you, wouldn't you say? That's not a thing. Yeah, but you're bald? That's what I'm saying. It's not a fetish for me. It's a way of life. My weapon is decayed. My weapon is in good shape. I'm like P, I am lying. Ult, that was an ult opportunity. Get him! No! Ult him first. Then follow up with this. Then run away. I'm inclined to say Liza P, without a doubt, has the umbrella of the year. Build it. Build it. Build that meter. No. Oh, I got one more in me. Nope, as always, it's Enter the Matrix, the shadow of Morpheus. Favorite female celebrity? I don't know. I think it's like the most... Chipley, are you here? Is there a more middle-aged perverted energy than like being a man who's like, I think the hottest female celebrity is this person? I would much rather weigh in on who I think the hottest male celebrity is than be like, oh, I fucking love Judy Greer or something. It's the energy of like a man who jerks off to Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition. Guy who's like insanely excited for the Victoria's Secret fashion show on TV tonight. OMG, that's tonight. Hey, I got the TV tonight. I got the TV tonight. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Are your parents living with you right now? Yeah, they can probably hear me through the walls. But it's okay. This morning I said, take a hike, Mom. I've got to work. I literally texted her. I said, here's some good hiking spots. I don't know if they went out, though. They might have just stayed in. They're probably still a little jet lagged. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. That's sweet of you. Thank you. I'm very appreciative of them being here, and I'm very appreciative of them spending time with my daughter, helping out with the daddy-daughter time. Hiking's got to be hard if you're a toe walker. Nah, I'd be walking, man. I think just yesterday, Samsung Galaxy Health app, it tries to neg you. Like yesterday, I got a notification. It was like, you met your step goal. Congratulations. First off, act like you've been there before. Secondly, then I opened the app. I'm not going to show it to you just in case there's relevant information here. My step goal was automatically set at 6,000. I opened the app, 21,356 steps. Like, could you not send me a more pog-rich notification than you beat your step goal when we like 300%ed it? Yeah, they don't got the AI on that shit. You can raise your goal? I'm not gonna do that. It would make it harder to beat. Dummy. Are you silly? I've been happy about the fact that my goal has been set under what I normally walk on a daily basis. I do just love walking though. It's kind of upsetting. My daughter's growing up, so she doesn't like to take naps in the stroller anymore. I own you? I still own you? Okay. He thinks he's Hob. I saw it coming. I saw the comments saying he thinks he's Hob. I said it ain't going down like that. Horrendous timing on your ult. Do something. No! Yes! It's a dance. It's a delicate walk. I got one more in me. I got one more in me. But this one should really be the last one. Good sleep. I know I said it before, but I'm stunned how well I slept on the couch. I never considered myself a couch guy, but Kate's gonna have to find a different way to punish me. If she's ever like, you're sleeping on the couch tonight, I'll be like, no, don't do it. Don't make me sleep on the couch. Wrapping my queen-size duvet completely around my body because the couch is the size of a single bed. Getting cozy as fuck. That hurts. Another great thing about the couch, underrated thing about the couch, it's like 10 feet from the kitchen, bro. You ever wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, oh, I want a glass of water, but I'm like, I don't want to go all the way out to the kitchen? Guess what? There is no all the way anymore. It's right there. I got one more. I would never pop open a Midnight Coke Zero. I don't believe that caffeine... My toxic trait is believing that any amount of caffeine that's less than 1 cup of coffee doesn't hit. That being said, at midnight, all the rules are out. Strange but true. Note to the YouTube viewers, they did not say strange but true. I made that up to make it sound like people were agreeing with me. I'm not saying caffeine is fake. I'm saying 1 cup of coffee is the minimum viable dose, okay? Obviously caffeine works. I need to have a cup of coffee every morning, otherwise my ass would be cranky as hell and then start to get like a runny nose. It's like genuine chemical dependency. But it's 1 cup of coffee. There's no such thing as like half a cup of coffee. Even if you drink half of a cup, it's either a full cup or it's zero. It's a Boolean. There's no like this is semi-true. Not in code at least. I'm insane. gotta stand. Oh, I got one more in me. I got one more in me. You know, we have too many if statements. We've had too many if-then statements. You know what coding needs? I think it needs an if-well. I'm trying to come up with a punchline. Maybe that's one of those jokes that I let you finish the punchline and then you laugh because you made it. Why the fuck juice so expensive? And do me a favor, don't give me a real answer. Just make it cheaper, okay? The people have had enough of it. God is my witness. I'm just being real with you. I forgot what every single button on my controller did at the same time. In my head, I said, what's dodge, what's block, what's attack. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I got one more in me. I did. I got factory reset like Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story 3. This is the actual last one, though. That happens to me on the highway sometimes. Dude, I think about that all the time. Like right now, I can tell you, if you want to signal right, you push the stalk up. If you want to signal left, you pull the stalk down. But catch my ass, like, signaling properly. But if you asked me how to make the signal, I could not tell you. Like, at least 20% of the time. You got it the other way around? I got one more in me. I don't have it the other. No, that's a right. That's a left. You guys, you failed your driving test. Why am I letting Gen Z internet anonymous chat tell me how to drive my car? You don't even think it should exist. If I wanted advice from you on how to lock my bicycle so that it doesn't get stolen, I would come to you for advice. I'm sure you're authoritative sources. My ass ain't good with the damn U-lock, okay? If I want advice on parenting or driving a car, I talk to somebody with gray hair. It's that simple. Well, maybe not driving a car, but... Can't see shit, bro? Go ahead. We win these. Window. It's so funny that just parrying enough eventually staggers the boss. It is like he said, like, damn, shorty, okay. It's like you annoyed him to death. Boss is like, no, he's kind of nice with it. Okay, one more. That's it, though. One more. We're so close. Go F-Zero? At some point, I will play more F-Zero. I'm playing Lies of P because we've had a dearth of single-player content on the stream lately. Single-player, like, I don't know, linear story. It's not really story-driven, but you get the idea. Like a game instead of a game that is just rounds. We haven't had the space this week to really entertain the thought of variety. That hurts. Huge. In this household, we earn the Estes. I mean, we gotta do one more. That's just ridiculous. Dude forgot to fulminate his umbrella. Check gear. I always think back to that famous Magresta tweet that only I saw because it was about me. It said streamers will really get like the boss down to one hit and then die in a Souls game, and 100 people in chat say you should change your weapon. This guy, he's beatable. Sometimes you just gotta get better, man. I'm not saying that like mixing it up with a plan wouldn't hurt, but it wouldn't help, I guess. But sometimes you just gotta lean into the uncomfortable feeling that like, I'm just not doing good enough. It's not like, oh, this boss is scissors and you've got paper equipped, bro. You gotta take your ass back to rock. This is the paper administration. Wait, hang on, we can do this? Take your ass back to scissors. We in the paper administration in this bitch. We going to rock. Librarian, can you hook me up here? We got one more in us. This is the last one, though. My friend literally suggested I respec my whole Elden Ring build because I had trouble with Moog. It's crazy, man. People will be like, oh, you got a C+ on your Biology 407 midterm? Have you thought about changing your major? It's like, bro, I got 2 courses left. That's it. I just got to study. If you're going to change your major, you should change it because it's biology. Not because you're not doing well. Why did that go so well? I got one more in. I'm mashing every button I got. I was hitting block and attack at the same time. Oh, dude. He loves this game. It's so cute. I know. I didn't expect to, get so captivated by Lies of P. It's pretty good. I mean, it's my game of the year so far. Yeah, but you can't even get butt fucked by a bear in it. Listen, kid. Where's the Jeffrey Wright mod? I'm a simple man. You put Stanley Tucci in that game, I'm there. I mean, I got one more. That wasn't even close. Why was the butt part so funny? Because butt fucked sounds funnier than fucked. It's why when someone said anal porn earlier, that was so funny. They didn't Sharpie a link to porn. They Sharpied a link to anal porn. There's just something about little helper words, synergistic words. It's like the way like banana tastes good and peanut butter tastes good, but banana and peanut butter together taste totally different but better than either of them. Right now, fucking ChatGPT 5 is like, note to self. Anal plus porn together increases human dopamine secretion by 71%. Run. The camera put out a fucking hit on me, bro. Whack. Okay, go again. I'm super dead. Okay, that should be it for now.